I promised my brother I'd kill you if he couldn't have you.
Well, the solution would be to kiss me and then kill me. But I have a better solution. I kill you! And your problems are solved!
I'm Nat, he's Matt, we've got your geek news right here.
And this week we're bringing you a look at Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time.
Plus a look at the video game tie-in from Ubisoft.
Now, I started playing Prince of Persia back when I was 9, and to this day, I still feel like it raised the bar on hand-to-hand combat and on animation.
14 games later, the Nameless Prince is getting a movie.
And a name, Dastan.
Incredible. Releasing the sand turns back time.
The holder of the dagger is the only person who can see the time go backwards.
If you abuse the dagger of time and its powers, the whole world ends. It was being smuggled to safety when you stole it. If the dagger gets into the wrong hands,
I will take care of your knife.
Dastan discovers the dagger is the treasure that everybody is looking for.
The dagger must be found.
Some want the dagger to make their dreams come true by altering time.
Time will erase everything.
you don't understand what's at stake.
And then the journey begins of them trying to protect the dagger.
The secret Guardian Temple is the one place the dagger can be safely hidden. Take it there, Dastan.
I've heard all these terrible stories of this place.
The bloodthirsty slaves murdering their masters. That's a good story. It's well told, ever evolving, yeah, but alas untrue.
But the skeletons that we saw.
I bought those from a gypsy in Bukhara. Now, I crafted our lurid reputation in order to fend off the most insidious evil that's been lurking this forsaken country of ours. You know what I'm talking about? Taxes.
I play Sheikh Amar, who is a sort of roguish opportunist. He describes himself as an entrepreneur, but his methods are unusual, unconventional, and he's basically a thief.
Ostrich racing.
Every Tuesday and Thursday. Whatever they lack in beauty, they make up for in fighting spirit.
Dastan is the kid from the streets, and he's not very well off, and he's always having fun, and he's always looking for the most dangerous, place and the most dangerous moment, and always kind of pushing the limit. I think it's sort of his heart that brings him into King Sherman, that king of Persia's court.
Our finest spy intercepted a caravan leaving Alamut. Swords of the best workmanship, steel-tipped arrows,
And promise of payment from the warlord Kosh to Alamut. They're selling weapons to our enemies, Dastan.
An arrow such as this slew my horse in Kosh Khan. Blood will run in Alamut streets for this.
Or our soldiers will fall from its walls. Our orders were to subdue Kosh Khan, not to attack Alamut.
Wise words, little brother. Words won't stop our enemies once they're armed with Alamutian blades.
It is, by definition, an epic, and it will have enormous cavalry charges, camel cavalry charges, sieges against huge fortresses. It will have the most splendid palaces you've ever seen on the screen.
It's kind of a magical world. It takes you into the past, but also has a lot of the contemporary things that we all love from the games that kids play today, and also the mystical qualities of that world that we're inviting you into.
We attack at dawn.
Adapting a video game that has had title characters that aren't always princes and sometimes aren't even Persian definitely leaves a lot of wiggle room for Bruckheimer and company.
But with more than 2 decades of legacy, The Prince of Persia always has 3 things going for it: puzzles, swashbuckling, and acrobatics.
If there's one thing we've seen a lot of in the trailers, it's Jake Gyllenhaal running like mad from one thing or another.
Now, to make sure that Dastan is running, jumping, leaping, crawling, and climbing in the absolute coolest fashion possible, Jake was trained by some of the world's leading experts in parkour.
Parkour comes actually from the game itself. The character in the game does a lot, enormous amount of parkour. So it's something that we incorporated also into the film, and it's an art. It's really an art form. We had to bring these gentlemen from France who are expert at it to work with us and teach our actors how to do it and our stunt people how to do it.
Designed some of the most insane fights you've ever seen. Running up walls, running off walls.
We brought some of the great world experts at parkour in to teach us what to do and how to make it look good.
Well, parkour, when it's about using your environment to get from point A to point B. If it's a wall, you use a wall. If it's stairs, you use stairs.
Cut! French! Very good.
Jake is a marvelous actor. He has terrific charisma, and he started physical training from scratch and was very impressive.
It was all about functional fitness, like being able to do everything that was asked of me. So I just got into the best shape I could in terms of like learning how to run on walls and jumping off of things.
Oh God, he has so much action, but he does really well at it. He's a bit of an action figure himself, I think.
He did such an amazing job himself, training himself for this film. First of all, he had to learn sword fighting. He had to learn how to how to run and to jump and to fall. And then he had to change his whole body. I mean, he lost weight, he put on weight, he put on an enormous amount of muscle. He was in the best shape ever. He worked out every single day, even though while we were filming him, he'd finish every night and go to the gym and work out.
Have you been drinking?
With Jerry Bruckheimer producing, you know Prince of Persia is going to be big on action.
Yes, but if it's going to live up to his last epic Disney series, we're going to need more than that. We're going to need top-notch characters, performances, and humor to go along with that action.
Well, you know what? We'll let you know if Prince of Persia will be a worthy successor to Pirates of the Caribbean in just a bit. But first, we've got a review of the video game tie-in from Ubisoft.
Which is a sequel to the 5th game that it is the first movie that is being adapted upon.
Yeah, Well, that's not a spoiler at all. Thanks, Ubisoft.
Well, that's coming up next on Your Geek News.